What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we got to talk about everything that's going on with Shannon Sharpe right now, specifically on X. His conversation with Andrea Carter, which got kind of heated when speaking about Caitlin Clark, and many people are calling Shannon Sharpe out for always being up in arms about Caitlin Clark. Although Shannon is looking at it from a position where his stance was his stance early on, and people ridiculed him for it, but now he wants that same energy kept because now we're here where Caitlyn has proved her arrival in the WNBA, and so Andrea Carter was pretty much saying that it was an adjustment period for her to get to where she's playing at this current moment. So that back and forth, you could check it out. It's everywhere right now. So Doc Holliday, who covers Memphis sports, covers the Grizzlies, the Tigers, in depth for the local news station, and posts a lot of videos on a lot of topics on his timeline. He was talking about this very incident with Shannon Sharpe and Andrea Carter, and some of the fans chimed in, came in the comment section and said he's playing up to First Take's audience and Stephen A. Smith playing along to get along. And Shannon Sharpe quoted that. He says, "That's what you and others like you do. Y'all been fake so long. When others are real, you think they fake because that's all you know." And another fan came under there and says, "Nah, bruh, you just have an amplified aggressive tone when debating on this topic towards females that you never have when you disagree with a male counterpart on any topic. Placate all you want to the desired demographic for endorsements, etc., but definitely keep it consistent." And somebody came under there and says, that part, Sharp be ready to unalive over Caitlin Clark. I mean, he be so mad he can't stay in seat. Be ready to take his glasses off. Then he remembers Skip telling him to put his glasses back on. So Shannon Sharpe responded to that. He said, "Put my glasses back on, left as I came, and became 10 times the presence digitally and linear I was before. Can't be touched, can't be stopped, can't be moved, can't be shook. When will you N-words learn?" And so someone else quoted that. They said, "Unc bad and bougie now." And Shannon responded to that. He said, "I'm the same. People's perception of me changed though." And a guy named Terrence, he came on. He says, "My issue is Shannon Sharpe never speaks on the disrespect the rest of the women of the W experience. Always defending Caitlyn. The WNBA disrespect didn't start with Caitlyn. They've been disrespected for years. Caitlyn's buzz made that hate way worse." And so Shannon, he responded, he said, "That's your issue, not mine. I have no issue with anything I've said in regards to WNBA and its players, past or present." So it kept going. Someone responded to that and said, "And that's the main problem. You didn't even know half of the players' name until this year and still don't know how to say them. Yet you are the loudest in the room, spewing a false narrative to pop a rating from other non-WNBA fans. If you're going to talk about a sport, talk about the sport and not just one BS false narrative that you saw online from a cult fan base. Let's see how much y'all talk about the W when Indiana gets swept." Shannon also says, to those points, he says, "I don't know half the NFL players, NBA players, or MLB players, so what's your point?" So Shannon is saying you don't have to know all the names of everyone, to talk about the sport when you know the sport, and people are saying that you aren't attacking the issues that need to be attacked around the WNBA as far as some of the hate and the vitriol that's been spewed all these women's way since Caitlyn came into the league, the stuff that Caitlyn has endured herself, Angel Reese, the lack of attention Asia Wilson has gotten until this year, and all types of things, right? But there's other great players. I mean, um, and so my point would be, uh, with Caitlyn's arrival, there's definitely been a microscope put over the league, and I think it's good. I think people are still filtering through the coverage of it in the early stages of this new um, presence, right? They had a graphic up there where she played. I think it was an NFL Sunday or Monday Night Football. It was something. I think it was on a Sunday, and they still got over 1 million views while the NFL was on. So it's a different phenomenon. By this time in the season, with the NFL back, viewership went down dramatically, in years past. And I anticipate, Caitlin's first round games, if they don't get by Connecticut, uh, will get more views probably than even the WNBA finals. But me personally, I want to see Nafisa versus Asia, because I feel like those two women, like I just like watching their game because they like that for real. Um, but this thing is going to lead to more deals, and I think the coverage, good and bad, is what's driving people emotionally, right? If nobody picked a side or felt so strongly about it, the casual fans wouldn't be this invested. So I think this league needs this. I mean, I think people are saying it needs to be covered one way. You have the women saying it should have been covered. You should have been. But the reality is, Caitlyn brings those eyes, and it's gonna really get everybody paid in the end. Now, Angel and Caitlyn are paid, and some of the women in college will have the opportunity to come in with different endorsement deals and all that and get paid very nicely. But getting the women, especially with this new $1 billion TV deal or whatever they got recently, um, I think a lot of people gonna get paid, man, behind all this. At the end of the day, when the dust settles and the smoke clears, we're gonna see the positive impact of all of this. All this is gonna work together. You're gonna see Angel and Caitlyn smiling in each other's face in about 8 or 9 years, and like so. This is just a moment in time. It's just a moment in time, and it's a pivotal moment in time, right? It's a pivotal moment in time to grow the game. And so even Shannon, Andrea, Monica, Stephen A, everybody having different opinions is good for television. Good for television, gets more eyeballs in and makes them take a side. Then it makes them watch the game to go on whether to comment negatively or positively about Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, any of these young women. Um, it gets engagement. These see people don't recognize that the engagement, they're able to take your interest from social media, and then when they go to do these, like it's one of the factors that may go into the brand deals, you sharing the clips over and over, these impressions, even if you showing low light reels, these impressions they're able to show the companies like, look, this is the type of engagement we get, and it's coming from here, 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 here. Um, that's why they say, total impressions, total views across different social networks, complete amount of streams and all that. So, um, I think is necessary, for where the game wants to go and what they're trying to accomplish in the end. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.